Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of Israel. This lesson is going to be on the Lord's will. You got to be out there. You got to be pushing this word. You got to be on those highways and byways, right? You got to be pushing out these YouTube videos, man. I've said this like a million times now. I'm starting to sound like a broken record, but that's all right. Net neutrality is getting cut off April 23rd. All right, so this isn't something to be taken lightly. Okay, you know that could be the end of the internet for a lot of Israelites. You know, truth videos will completely be off the web most likely. So you need to be studying. Don't overstudy though. You need to have balance, but study, push this truth. All right. This truth comes before everything. It comes before, you know, your family, your job, your life, even. All right. This is Luke chapter 12, verse 47. And that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. So if you know this, you know that you need to be out there pushing this word, and you're not out there, you're going to be beaten worse than somebody that doesn't know the truth. That's how important it is to be out there teaching this word, man. All right, and that can't be stressed enough. Brothers have talked a lot about you Israelites that just want to sit back in the shade drinking lemonade, man, thinking everything's all cool. You know that we're in the last days. You know that this truth needs to be pushed out now, all right, more than ever. You know, you guys act like it's so hard to do the work, man. You know, and it is hard sometimes. You know, like sometimes, you know, you hear about, you know, martial law or all this, you know, and you think, well, what if they, you know, all of a sudden collapse and roll up on me? You got to have faith in Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, man. All right? And, you know, it doesn't matter what temperature it is. Cold, hot, negative 25, 125. Okay, 125, that makes more sense, all right? Negative 25, I've been out in negative 25. You can only be out there for like 10-15 minutes in that or you'll get frostbite, but, you know, at least you're going out there. 125, I don't, you know, obviously that's I was just over-exaggerating, all right? But I'm saying like 95, 100, you know, extremely humid. You got to be out there, all right? You get what I meant. I was over-exaggerating. Not with the negative 25, though. I actually was in that, all right? That cold ain't no joke, man. And the Lord said unto the servant, so, you know, just before it said servant, here it says servant again. Go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. You got to go out into the highways and hedges, man. The street. Go out on the side of the street or the street corners and preach this word, man. You know, there's no excuses anymore, man. All right, there's no excuses. This is the Lord's will. This is what you got to be doing. This is 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2. Preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. In and out of season. Like I was just saying, temperature does not matter. I mean, obviously, you got to have common sense and you got to have a brain with some of this stuff. If it's melting temperatures, you know, like if it's above like 103 or something, 125, obviously 125 is probably unrealistic, man. But that was an over-exaggeration. But, you know, if it's really hot to the point where you will die out there, just be out there for, just make YouTube videos, you know? Or go, you know, just you'll find a way, all right? But I mean, you know, if it's like, you know, below freezing or whatever, just put on your stuff and be out there for less than you usually would. You know, there's no excuses, man. All right, you got to be in there every season. We're in the last days, man. All right, but like I said, have common sense. Have sense, man. Don't just, if you know that you'll die out there from dehydration if you're out there for 10 minutes, and then don't go out there, but just go out there a different day, or put up YouTube videos that day, or go to a mall and teach in the mall or something, there's ways to get around stuff. All right, the Lord will find a way, but you need to be doing this work. All right. Forgot the precept I was gonna get. It was a good precept. Well, this is a good precept, but I don't remember what the other one was. This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 4. The sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold. Therefore shall he beg and harvest and have nothing. So this is symbolic. A lot of people, you're supposed to keep pushing that plow and don't look back. Don't let go of it, man. You got to keep pushing and pushing. All right? And a lot of people, because of the cold, they don't want to be out there. A lot of them don't want to be out there. First of all, let me tell it like this, man. If it's not below freezing, if it's above 32 degrees, you have no excuse on why you're not out there in the cold, man. I live in Minnesota. All right, Minnesota is like the second coldest state in the United States. I was out there for 10 minutes in negative 25, man. If you can't even go out and at 40 degrees, you're ridiculous, man. All right, when it's above 32 degrees, I'm definitely out there, man. Right now in winter, when it's 32 and above, that's warm, man. Compared to what it is usually. So if you're not out there when it's above 32 degrees, you really got issues, man. You're really not sincere about this thing. You need to be out there. And if you don't have a jacket or you don't have supplies, so then make videos, YouTube videos, push out videos, man. There's no excuses anymore. Well, I don't have people. I go out alone. But it's not about me. I'm humble. I'm not boasting. But I'm saying you don't need people with you, man. You don't need 8 people. You don't even need 1 person. You can be out alone. All right? And if you've been in this truth for a good amount of time, and you were taking it seriously, then you should be experienced to be out there. So don't use I don't have experience, or I don't have enough experience to be out there. That's blasphemous, man. That is absolutely ridiculous to say that, all right? You should be out there teaching this word in and out of season, because we're in the last days, man. And pretty soon there are going to be no more prophets, and we're going to stop teaching, and then you can, do whatever, all right? Because that's when all hell's going to break loose. But until then, you should be out there teaching this word, man, with all your heart, all right? You should be out there teaching this word, putting up YouTube videos, even going on Instagram and making truth posts, man. Push out this truth any way you can. Any way you can. Always you can. If you can do all 3 of those things, then do all 3 of those things. Do as much as you can, because you don't want to be one of those brothers that looks back and says, damn, I should have done more. You want to go out with glory, man. You don't want to have to say, well, I should have done more work. You want to be able to say, I did the best I could, or I put in a good amount of work. All right, but I don't remember what that one precept was I was going to get. It was pretty deep. Yeah, but I don't remember where it is, which one it was. But I pretty much made the point. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got it. I think I got it. All right. This is John chapter 21, verse 16. He saith to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? So that's Yahawashi asking him. He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my sheep. You got to feed the sheep, man. The people out there, the potential elect waiting to hear that word, man. You got to feed them. If you love Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, specifically Yahawah in this precept, then you got to feed his sheep. And he does the will of the Father. So Yahawah feels the same way. If you love Yahawah, then you're going to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. You're going to feed his sheep, and you're gonna fear him, have faith in him, trust him, man. All right. So that's hopefully the point was made. I can get some other precepts, not necessarily relating to pushing this word, but just enduring till the end. I think you want to make your call on the election, sure. That's one I can get. Some precepts I remember, but this lesson I don't. This is 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. You gotta do that work, man. There's no way around this, alright? You gotta put in that work. This gets to it quicker, actually. That's mainly why I paraphrase. This gets to it way quicker. Sometimes. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Because a lot of you brothers complain saying, I'm scared. Which is understandable. Sometimes it is scary, but you need to have faith in Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, right? Which thou shalt suffer. So fear none of those things which will come upon you, basically. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, which is literal prison, concentration camps, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death. Be thou faithful unto death. So have faith unto death. And I will give thee a crown of life. That's straightforward, man. And some of us brothers will actually have to die for this truth, which is prophecy. Revelations 20 and 4. I'm not going to paraphrase that because I know I can just go right to it. I'm in the book of Revelations. This is Revelation chapter 20 verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahawashi, and for the word of Yahawah, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. So some of us will actually have to die for this truth. Let's see if they got a... This is Revelation chapter 17 verse 6. Wait, no. Oh, yes. Yeah. Slakia, this is a good one. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints, and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahawashi. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And ultimately, you just don't want to get that chip, man. That's in the hour of temptation. You want to make sure that you don't get that chip. Because what does Revelation 13:16 say? And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their foreheads, which is the RFID chip. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You're not supposed to get it though. Here, Revelations 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in their forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahawah, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, which is Yahawashi. Yahawashi is that perfect Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name.